Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Today we are on Forgotten Forest, so you can forget about Tournament Desert. We're on Forgotten Forest. We've got Freak Cake in the top right of Forgotten Forest with their infantry, China Inf. And this is Size, I believe. In the bottom left, we've got You Can't Me with GLA Stealth, and this is, I believe, Rage. You can kind of tell by the cyan color, Rage always chooses cyan. And this replay is actually from the World Series, round 3, and I'm trying to think what year. It was either 2014 or 2015. Again, one of the Hall of Fame gold replays, voted extremely highly, one of the most wubbed replays on GameReplays.org. So yeah, I expect we're in for an amazing game. I don't think I've seen this game before, weirdly, so this is quite exciting. Two players probably, no doubt, playing at their peak in the World Series is generally the biggest tournament of the year with the biggest prize money to be won. So you're going to see, no doubt, a very high-level game here, and I think this was game 1 between them as well, so it's a very important game because when you play in a tournament, whether you're experienced in tournaments or not, I can tell you from my experience, when you play in a tournament, if you win the first game between you and your opponent, and let's say you're very closely matched, if you win the first game, it really kind of sets the tone for the rest of it. It's like going into a boxing match and getting absolutely smashed in round 1. It kind of would knock your morale, as you can probably imagine. So not that I've been in a boxing match, but that's what I'm kind of comparing it to. Straight away, you either so sometimes, like now I'm quite experienced. You can still play round 1, know that you've played really well, and maybe you made one mistake or whatever and you lost. Maybe you can come back from it, but generally it sets your morale back a little bit. Got a technical coming in here, and this side's going to have a good job at stopping that. It looks like he is, and the terrorists actually are still going to get to the war factory though, and has killed a load of units as well. So that's really unlucky for Size that the outpost came out at the exact same time. Apart from that, though, Rage hasn't caused any more damage. We've got an outpost in the base of Rage now, and the supply for Rage is going down. But yeah, where's the tunnel from Rage? No defensive tunnel there from Rage at all. Instead, he's doing some aggression on this right side, but left his main base wide open. Well, the second supply wide open anyway, so a little bit strange there. Now dropping down a tunnel, but he's already lost his supply. I can only imagine he's going for the oil capture. We do have a rebel here.
A warrior has fallen.
Toxin tractor does go down. Rebel does have the capture upgrade, so that's what he's been investing his money in. He's skipped the tunnel there, and he's going for the fast oil instead. Size's infantry is, well, like all of the armies that he plays, his China infantry's very strong for him, but he's probably one of the best infantries. Well, he's one of the best players all round, but his infantry especially is really strong. He's good at just kind of holding out in the beginning, playing really defensive, and then moving out when he's got the outposts and the ECMs. It's a really strong army composition and really hard to deal with. Rage is now in a bit of a difficult spot because he doesn't have that much money. He's only on 1 supply. There's an outpost over here for Size. And Size has gone too close to this bunker. It's going to be going down. The rebel, more importantly, does go down there. Rage has got 1 oil. Sneaky Worker has got in, and I don't think Size can see that. It's just in the fog of war. So really well placed by Rage there. Maybe what's going to happen is the outpost ECM push is going to come in. Just like I said, it's really strong for infantry to do, especially for Size. But I think as soon as that pushes out, I'm going to expect that Rage will do a counterattack. Because this is really hard to deal with. You generally don't want to be fighting that. But the thing is, because these units are really slow, whereas GLA can teleport around the map using the tunnels, this is going to be hard to deal with. So Rage has to spot this nice and early, but he has not. But Rage, maybe his spidey sense tells him to go in for an attack now. Whether that's luck or just a well-timed attack. This is the best kind of situation because you don't want to be engaging this. You want to be base trading. So this is a perfect opportunity to come in now, and he's going to pick off the war factory at least. And Size is having to go back. This is really, really unfortunate for Size. What Size should have done, it's alright looking back in hindsight and us seeing the map, but if he'd have dropped down a bunker there, this attack from Rage would have a real hard time at coming in and causing this much damage. Size having now to go back and deal with this, but Rage is decimating Size's base. 2 main buildings gone down already. Power is about to go down as well. Size's army is took the long route all the way back to the other side of the map. The RPGs are going down for Rage, and this attack is being pushed right back. Actually, needs to be careful about that outpost there. It's going to get popped open, and Size's micro really on point. Didn't lose the ECM, only lost 1 outpost, and that was to the RPGs. So yeah, a bit back and forth so far. Size is now going to go and try and clear this out. A barracks was being dropped down. I would imagine that's going to be for terrorists. Size has now killed the tunnel. Yeah, Size had no idea about that sneaky tunnel. I think he was way too confident there was nothing there. But if he had just dropped down a $700 bunker, because I think he had the cash for it, that attack would not have caused half the amount of damage that it did. So Ray just got himself right back in that with in this game with that sneaky tunnel. Stingers being dropped down for Rage. Of course, all the defenses for stealth are automatically stealthed, so you can't see it for a little bit, but as soon as the outposts get anywhere near, then you quickly do spot it. Toxin Tractor now coming in for Rage. And 2 tank hunters are going to go down. There is a rebel in the base as well. Lotus from a very long distance is going to disable the Toxin Tractor. We've got a bit of aggression down here though from Size, and this whole area is probably going to go down. And that is captured. One thing that Size does not like to do is kill oils. He likes to capture them for himself. Even if that means giving the enemy a little bit more time collecting with the oil. Yeah, Size doing a really good job. Considering the situation that he had to go all the way back and the amount of buildings that he lost, he's still in this. But Rage also doing a good job considering the bad start that he had with the supply, and he only had 1 supply for a hell of a long time. There are mines here, so that technical's going down regardless of where it goes. Artillery is coming in, as well as the carpet bomb. Just speaking to that player Ryzen recently, you'll see a game I posted recently about why he used the artillery and then he used the he used the artillery and then he used the carpet much later on, and the reason is because the quads usually take out the carpet. So you delay it until the enemy doesn't know that it's coming. But Rage, really bad from him there, didn't anticipate there would be a carpet coming and instead didn't pop out any of his units. Maybe it anticipated an attack somewhere else. But yeah, I personally would have been out on the tunnel trying to take out that carpet because it could have saved some of these buildings. So, game has slowed down a little bit and both players well stabilized. We've got 1 oil each. I'd like to see a bunker place down there for Size. Size is yellow, by the way, and Freak Cake. You can't me, just remember Rage is cyan. Angry Mob is now out. We've got a bunker and another sneaky tunnel being dropped down. But Rage is losing a couple of tunnels. Only one so far, sorry. There is a bus out as well. The bus is going to go down to the hole, though, it looks like. But a load of these tank hunters are now going to go down. This is really, really nice defense so far from Rage. Real nice. But maybe Size was paying attention over here, and that's why he lost a few units. Generally, Size's micro is super on point. Not to say that it wasn't on point, but maybe it wasn't quite as good as it could be because he was paying attention back here. But the first few hackers now out for Inf. There's got Migs as well. Has 4 trucks collecting there. Generally, you want to have 4 trucks collecting on a longer distance one because it's not going to make much difference. I can hear the Angry Mob somewhere. This is why a bunker would have been nice, because it would have held them off a little bit longer until the MiGs came. But now that oil's dead, it's not going to be rebuilt. Oh, that's the only thing that Rage can kill off Sizes that cannot be rebuilt. The refinery. Am I thinking of the new one where the refinery is? Is this the Forgotten Forest normally doesn't have the refinery in the center? I think it's the later one. It's been remodeled, hasn't it, to the air, not the air one, the snow edition. And then it has the refinery in the middle. It's called the Forgotten Air Battle. Hackers are now out for Size. And the annoying thing about infantry is that the hackers are stealthed. So they hack very quick as well. So it's hard for Rage to find. He's going to be having to be using scan and stuff like that. Rage somehow knows the airfield is back there. I think, you know how he knows that? Because he lost this, he saw the way that the MiGs flew back. So he's anticipating that the airfield is there. Unless he knows from previous. I think he watched the way that the MiGs went back. And that might come in very much handy later. Angry Mob does get picked apart. There are 2 members of the Angry Mob left. There are stealth units there though, so that MiG is going to go down. Did pick off, I think, 1 buggy though. Not worth it in a 1-for-1 trade, but these Angry Mobs are getting picked off as well. Nice usage of the MiGs. Another MiG coming in. Taking out another Angry Mob. Third black market going down. Worker shoes already for Rage. That's really nice to see. And the oil is still captured, still collecting $200 every 12 seconds. Bus has got in and it's going to go for the MiGs. I don't think it's going to be successful though. It is stealth though. There is a Jarman, but the Jarman's going to die in the mines. An airfield is always a real nice building to build mines around. If you're going to build mines around anything, I recommend the airfield because the spread of mines, like the amount of mines that are built there, as opposed to like if you build it on a barracks or a power, is way more. You cover such a wide range, so a wide area. Yeah, there are mines here. So you see how that stopped Rage from pushing in just then? If there was a bunker back here earlier, right at the beginning of the game, then Rage wouldn't have been able to push in then either because of the mines. Rage is spamming these Angry Mobs like there is no tomorrow. There's so many Angry Mobs flying around. But these are all wasted money for Rage because I think each one of them is $800. So that was pretty much, what, $2,400 killed there, apart from there's a few Angry Mobs left there. Artillery's coming in once again, and you can imagine he's going for one of the markets. If he knows where they are, though, maybe the palace. Oh, yeah, he's going for the palace because the carpet's coming in as well. He doesn't know where the black markets are. Palace does survive, though. It's very annoying. Very nice pick off the Angry Mobs. Another MiG coming in, and loads of these buggies are going down. Rage's army is being torn apart. Really nice combination with the MiGs, outpost CCMs. But it's a really nice mix from Rage as well. So they're both counterable. It just comes down to micro and decision making and timing. So both players pretty much lost all of their units there. Only one MiG surviving on low HP, or full HP now, and one outpost on low HP. Meanwhile, Size has loads of hackers, but they're all spread out very thinly. But that could be handy, really, because let's say one Tox bomb comes in later on from the GLA stealth, then only a few hackers are going to die. It's better to spread your eggs around the baskets rather than putting it all in one basket, as the saying would say. So yeah, this is a really nice mix of units from Rage, and he's doing really, really well so far. And MiG does come in, and he does not have the MiG armor upgrade, so the MiGs will be going down very, very easy. Needs to get that MiG back in the air and take out that angry mob, but the MiG is going to pay for it with his life, though. Oh no, he's walked straight into the mines. Don't think he anticipated there'd be mines there, because I think that is a mine drop. Picked off a buggy. Very, very nice. Only really wants to come in with the MiGs when he can guarantee he'd get a really nice hit, because if he loses the MiGs, it's not worth it. So if you can pick off a buggy and a couple of other stuff, then yeah, it's probably worth it. But if you're only going to pick off like one quad and then you're going to lose the MiG, then it's not worth it. Four black markets, and both players are completely mined out now, it looks like. Fifth black market going down there. But Rage still has an oil. And he has a nice bit of safe zone in the front of it, because he's kind of attacking from here. Size just killing a stealthed worker. I don't think he can stealth the angry mobs. That would be very nice. If you've got an angry mob in the back of the base, for example, the DPS that it puts out, the damage per second that it puts out, could actually absolutely wreck a base very, very quick, especially when he vets up. Probably wreck a base faster than a flamer. So this is a very solid play, as usual, from Size. No, like, desperately fast aggression. It's all, like, slow and controlled, and it's really solid gameplay. Oh no, the mines once again. So 1-for-1 trade was that? I know, just one flamer going down. Rage on 3,400. I got 3k AK Size on very low amount of cash, but I think he's spending everything on defending these pushes that are coming in. Rage is going to steal a flamer for himself. Artillery coming in once again. Is the carpet going to be coming with it? Artillery coming in. I'm gonna guess that he's going to be hitting a black market this time. Probably one of these front ones. Very nice. Personally, I would have gone for this back one because the front ones are going to be easier to kill later on in the game. I imagine if Size like flew over here with his MiGs, he could perhaps pick off that one, for example. Whereas this one in the back, it's going to be harder to kill. You don't know what tunnels are here and what stingers and stuff. So Is that an EMP or mines? More mines. And this is minefield galore here. And they are keeping size in this game for the time being. Looks like he's preparing another outpost. Size coming in from the side this time. Going to take out the angry mob. One, or maybe there was two angry mobs there. One MiG going down though. But Rage, more importantly, is clawing back some map control. Down here. Size's hack is still only collecting $8 and $6. Work is going to be used to clear out some mines. That is very, very smart. Because the outposts are going to have a hard time killing those as well. MiG coming in. 1 for 2 trade. I thought that was actually going to firestorm then, just based on one MiG. Maybe when it flies over the outposts, which do have subliminal messaging now. Inferno cannon being used to clear out the workers. Very nice. Nice transition that, because the MiGs going in for the workers is not worth it if you're going to lose the MiG to the quads. Rage saving his RPGs just in the nick of time. But Size is pushing back. Rage is trying to creep forward, but this one is getting pushed back. That tunnel going down. There is a bust in the main base though, and he's going to kill all the trucks, but he's going to be stuck to go elsewhere. Probably going to have to kill the airfield. Angry Mob is going to chase the Inferno cannons. Angry Mob is hanging around a little bit though. The battle bus taking out the airfield. Battle bus is now running away. Or driving away rather. Rage has got now what, 6, 7 markets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 6, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 markets. Size continually pushing back. He's not targeting the Jarman here, which is a bit of a mistake. That's an expensive unit for Rage that Rage needs to save. Rage's Jarman just going to escape. But all these tunnels now for Rage getting pushed back. But Rage has now established mini front on the side over here. Rage also building a market here, which is a little bit of a weird position. Because if he does lose that area, that market is going to be wide open. Maybe he's just spreading his money all around. Inferno cannons at the front. They're an expensive loss. I think they're 1,100 for him, or 1,000 at least. And he's just lost 2. There's another unit gone down there as well. Angry Mob is now round the back though. So this army is now kind of trapped between the buggies and the Angry Mob. Of course, with the ECM, the buggy's not doing that great. The 2 buggies have gone down, but the Angry Mob is now here. And even there's only like 1 left. Actually, it didn't do that much. I thought there was only going to be like 1 or 2 guys left, and it was still going to wreck the army, I thought. This isn't either a mines or EMP. It is mines. Very nice. I noticed how Size has done that a little bit further away from the tunnel. I prefer that because the tunnel then can't detect the mines, and the worker's not in a safe zone to clear the mines. Artillery's coming in. Buggy's going down, and this push is continuing forward from Rage. Another black market is going down there. Only 1 outpost, 1 ECM left. So losses on both sides continually every single battle. There are losses on both sides. These beacons can be cleared now from Rage. There are no mines there anymore. Tunnel's now being established at the front of Rage's base. Now that he has kind of lost the northern front, if you want to call it. He is now having to build tunnels in his base, play more defensive. He's got plenty of markets now, and they're spread nice and thinly as well. But Size has been picking off the odd one with the artillery. Size now reclaiming his territory with a bunker. Carpet coming in and killing one market down to the hole. Shaman is going inside the bus, and another market has been established for Rage. It's quite near the front of the base, though. I personally would be building it back here, right in the safe corner of the map. But instead, he is building it far further forward. It could come back to bite him later on, I don't know. Bus going down very, very quick, and I think the Shaman was inside of there as well. Huge push from Size. So much firepower in the Inf's army with the tank hunters. Flamer does get taken out then. We're approaching the 30-minute mark, so this game is going to be a long one, I think. I never know how long these replays are going to last. But in this situation, it looks like we're going to be in for a long run. It's been very back and forth so far. Losses on both sides in pretty much every engagement. Both players have got a decent economy. I think Size's economy isn't all that strong. Got a few hackers here collecting $10 every few seconds. But there's no, like, a huge blob of hackers anywhere. There's no internet center. But he does have some income still coming in. Those hackers, like I said, are really, really good. He's still making more and more hackers, but just got to pray that Rage doesn't come down here with a radar van, because this will be easy killings. There's no bunker deployed here. Rage still got one market in the corner. We've got two there. Four there. So I think Rage's economy is probably better, because these are collecting $20. So units destroyed for Size 105, 104 for Rage. Look how evenly matched that is. Absolutely crazy. Probably going to be more mines. It's going to be in the center there, is it? Or is it going to be further forward? It's going to be further forward. Size has got the carpet coming in as well. Not picking off any quads though. Not actually killing anything. But the MiGs did come in and cause some damage. Got a massive engagement now. Lotus being used as well. Look at this unit mix from both players. It's really, really nice. Bus is getting picked off, and now that Size has stabilized and got his army back together, he's looking real strong for him. And Rage is under pressure now to defend against this. He has got plenty of income though, and 2 arms dealers. So has he got AP ammo? No AP ammo for Rage. Does have 4.2k. Size is spending his money, really unlike him. You can tell he's in tournament mode and in win mode. Usually, as we've seen in previous games, what was the game where he floated like 7 or 8k, and I said that was the reason he lost. Yes, Tank versus Stealth in Tournament Desert when he played against Rage. I think that was the reason he lost. I think he was just kind of chilling and thought that he'd won, but now he's in tournament mode and he realizes that Rage is a real threat in this first round. And of course, remember what it means. It's the morale and stuff. Kind of sets the tone if you get smashed in the first game. then your morale's not going to be good for the rest of the games. So you always want to try and win. So that's why both players are trying ultra hard. So you're seeing probably some of the highest level 0 hour ever played. Sneaky worker at the top. This is a stealthed worker, so it's about as sneaky as you can get. Size has no idea that is there. You see it's completely invisible, so it's a very, very powerful tool. Lotus is still running around with this army, disabling units. And Size really needs to take this area of the map, not only for the oil, but there are markets here as well. But that oil is very, very important. Sneaky worker is back in the same spot. Rage's markets are going down. I thought Rage would be able to hold this area of the map, to be honest with you. First black market going down. Is Size just going to attack that last black market, or is he going to try and... He's going to try and go inside of there, but I don't know if any of them are going to make it in. One's made it in. But Size is focusing here where he's taking out the oil. He's capturing a black market for himself as well. So Size is doing really, really well because Rage is playing amazing, but Size is still somehow pushing Rage back. Tunnel is being deployed. And do you remember in the tank versus stealth game when Rage did that and Size spotted it, because you do see the scaffold for it momentarily. Carpet coming in again and hitting these markets once again. But they're just going to go down to the hole and then be rebuilt. So it's just delaying Rage's economy. But it's still better than being used elsewhere. It's still probably the better choice. Because it'll take a while for them to rebuild. And they're also a low HP, so they're wide open to being killed. This tunnel has been built, though. It seems to be Size's Achilles heel or weakness is tunnels on this side of the map. He thinks because there's a bunker there's no chance of this happening, but Rage is building another tunnel. He was building even another one, but that one has been cancelled. Is that an EMP this time? Yeah, an EMP. It's Rage really, really slow to react there, and he's going to lose a load of stuff. There are more quads or RPGs in the mix. Rage is going to try and push this back. He's got AP ammo now, so these outposts are going to take even more and more damage. These RPGs want to try and pop open these outposts as quick as possible, but Rage is going to lose some more units. Another buggy going down, another quad going down. Here come the mines. Going to be right in front of the tunnel. And Size again, a really good attack from Rage, but Size once again holding out strong the whole time. There's a hacker there that needs to start hacking. I think he's misclicked it or something. The mines, because they're so close to the tunnel though, and so close to the worker, they're going to be de-armed or whatever you want to call it very, very quick. Quads and buggy out once again. And I think Size is going to push this back once and for all now, this tunnel. And there's no more stealthed worker either. Got an angry mob back in the center. And this building is going to feel some pain. Have some Molotovs thrown at it. And the RPG inside of it is going to face some death. Face a certain death to the angry mob with the AK-47s. Cause massive, massive damage. Yeah, the $1,000 upgrade for the angry mobs is definitely worth the damage output that it does. Loads and loads of angry mobs. It looks like a load of units, but actually it's only one unit. If you look on the minimap. Ray just cleared out some hackers. Internet center now built for Size. He's got one hacker inside of there. All the rebels going down. There is one left though. I can't see any way that's going to be able to capture that. The angry mobs are coming through though, and the airfield's having to be rebuilt, so he's going to have a hard time dealing with the angry mobs for the time being. He's going to have to use the Inferno Cannon. There's only one though, but this angry mob here is getting through. I think that will just go down as soon as some of the tank hunters hit it. Yeah, the Inferno Cannon is going to be the only useful thing so far against these angry mobs until the airfield is deployed. But Toxic Mob comes in and it's going to do massive, massive damage. All the Inferno Cannons, I imagine, are going to go down. No way they can survive. But the angry mobs are going to die too because they can't run into the Toxin. Got a sneak attack at the top right hand side of the map, and the airfield is going to feel pretty useless. It's going to go down very, very quick. It's almost a full tunnel there, if not a full tunnel. Little bit of a risk at that corner of the map because the command center is so close, the support powers can kill that very, very quick. The hackers know it's time to pack up and run away, so that's exactly what they're doing. Carpet bomb coming in, really nice mines once again from Size, killing his own hacker though. It's one of very few mistakes we've seen in this game. Size is running away with the whoa, there's a sneaky tunnel here that even I didn't see and we're observing the game. But Size is now going to have to come back and deal with this. This is a really awkward pop out of units. Size is just going to have to run away. There's nothing he can really do there. Did pick off a dozer though, so it's still worth it. The $800 for the tunnel, $1,000 for the dozer. Got another stealthy worker that's coming in to clear the mines this time.
Upgrade complete.
So it looks like the worker is revealed when the worker is clearing out the mines. That's interesting. Dozer is taken, and then Rage now has power. I would be dropping down 2 power plants. Yeah, it looks like the worker is revealed when he's working. Only 1 power plant. Personally would be building 2. Needs a worker to build it though. Big attack here from Size, pushing Rage back once again with this massive blob of outposts. Sneaky worker is going to run in the base again. He's going to need to deal with that somehow. Otherwise, he's going to have more sneaky tunnels in his base. Power is now being established for Rage. Maybe he's trying to save his cash, that's why he's not built 2. But Rage is in now a really, really good spot with the power. Because he can build black markets very quick, he can build all his units very quick. His units, everything builds twice as fast. So you can imagine, like when you're USA, if you don't have any power, your units build twice as slow. So it's like GLA doesn't have power, but when it does have power, units build twice as fast. So you could say it's the normal speed, as if it did have power to start with. But yeah, angry mobs are going to be real fast to build now. Shaman's going to snipe 1 unit and then go back inside of the tunnel. Got a carpet bomb coming in here. And he's going for the... he's going for the power. So you see straight away the power's going to go down. And now Rage doesn't have a backup power, but he does have 5k, so you could say that's a mistake, really. Should have dropped down a second power. Hacker's feeling some pain. EMP coming in. I don't think that's mines. It's got to be EMP. Oh, here's mines. These hackers need to run away very quick. It's always weird with a sneak attack because it acts like it is doing damage, but you can see clearly the hacker's still alive and doesn't look like he's losing HP. Very strange sneak attacks. I swear there's been more angry mobs built on this game than any other game that I've seen. We're now on the 41st minute as well. Angry mob is now in the base of Size though. This one here has not been spotted yet. The barracks is going to go down. You see how quick the buildings go down. And these hackers are going to be killed as well. And $63 received for every hacker that Rage is killing at the moment. More and more markets are being dropped down. And this... angry mob is causing more and more damage. The mines and the infernos, though, I'm pretty sure are going to kill this now. It's already paid for itself, though. They're just in the amount of hackers, never mind the rest of the stuff that it killed. Yeah, Size does not have a very good economy. Actually, yeah, he does have the internet center, but it's not up to the full. Not all of them are collecting on $10 yet. When that is fully collecting on $10, then it will be all the better for Size. But yeah, 42nd minute now, so it's definitely a long game. Artillery coming in again. It's going to be, imagine, maybe between those. I think he could have killed both there. A little bit of a shame. Carpet coming in and going to finish off the other market. And they're very nice. Yeah, but the thing with that artillery, he could have fired in between the two markets, and if he killed both, then he could use the carpet somewhere else. But if he only killed them both down to the hole, for example, he could have used the carpet in the middle, and he still would have killed both. So, yeah, only minor tiny things. It's not a mistake, but as with anything, I'm always trying to watch where people can improve. Even the best of players can still improve, but this is still the highest level inf you're ever going to see. Really nice Tox bomb. That poor outpost is 100% dead. Poor infantry. Nicely placed outpost. Very smart from Size, keeping these outposts scattered around. Don't want to leave your base wide open, and those outposts are exactly the reason why. I suppose there's the only best place for a sneak attack, but even then it's so close to the command center that support powers can quickly shut it down. EMP I don't think I've seen for a while, unless I missed it. So we've got now, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 markets for Rage. A load of stealth units. No junk upgrade. He's still floating 5k, which is a bit of a disappointment considering how close it is. He's probably been saving for a Scud. So a Scud Storm is now going to be placed down. MiGs are back in the air. 4 MiGs. It's going to kill this building. Quite a lot of buildings on this map have been destroyed so far. When it goes to 0 HP, it can't then be repaired or rebuilt, if you're wondering. Anyone who's new to the game. Oh man, that could be deadly. MiGs have to go real quick because that internet center is very, very precious. If those MiGs were not there, that angry mob could have killed that internet center. So, yeah, luckily the MiGs are still around. Rage maybe could have distracted the MiGs with the rebels and then gone for the angry mob kill on the internet center. Skudstorm, almost 80%. Got an attack here. 3 MiGs for 2 buggies, not worth it. It's 3,600 for either 3,000 or just a bit less. I can never remember if they're 900 or 1,000, the buggies. This bunker is going to go down though. But so's the buggy as well though. So that trade-off was worth it. $700 for 900. It's worth it. Oh, sneak attack is here. Oh, and the internet center. Oh no, EMP. That's got to be an EMP. EMP saves the internet center. It needs to repair that ASAP. Where's the nearest dozer? Jarman is out. Where's the rest of the units from Rage? Needs to be... All of these need to be going in here, and I think he can still use...
A warrior has fallen.
Rage is not reacting. I think he can still use the sneak attack when it's disabled. Is that right, or can you not? I think you can still pop units out of it. But that was an epic save there from Size on the internet center. Well, we say epic, but it's really his only choice at saving the internet center was literally click on a support power and use it. So it's not like masterful or super skillful, but it's his only choice at that point to save the internet center was click the support power. Now you often see players or people watching replays and saying epic use of a support power, but really all you're doing is clicking on something and clicking somewhere else. It's just a one click thing, isn't it? And that's what that was. But I do think Rage had a missed opportunity there. I think he can still use a sneak attack when it's disabled. I'm not sure. Or is it just tunnels you can use when they're disabled? Really should know this kind of stuff. Maybe the sneak attack is the one that you can't. But we've got super weapons for both players now. Size is Nuke in the top of the map. It's got Nuke versus Scud. Nuke is going to be less successful against GLA though, because the Scud causes massive damage to China. The Scud, I think, can kill the internet center, especially if it's not repaired, which is not repairing it. Huge push here from Size, and I think because he killed all of them units, he thinks that Rage doesn't have all that much, but he still does have a few units.
A warrior has fallen.
And Rage does have a good economy, so he can continue building these things. Loads of quads going down, though. Losses on both sides again. More outposts are coming in from Size, though. And loads of them are fully loaded as well, or almost fully loaded. Real nice from Size.
Unit lost.
It's just continuing to push forward, and loads of losses here from Rage. Rage is getting slammed right back. The rebels are going to come in. I don't think... Has he got a Tox Bomb? Because the Tox Bomb would be really nice now. I don't know if it's off the cooldown or not. But Rage is losing a load of markets. The Scud is getting awfully close to launching. Only 1 hour... sorry, what was I going to say? 1 hour 47. 1 minute and 47 seconds. But Rage is losing so much economy right here, right now. Jarman is coming in. Command Center is also taking a heavy beating. The Command Center might actually go down. Splash damage there on the outpost. Outpost is going to go down. Buggy is coming in. Command Center is going to go down, so Tox Bomb is not going to be an option. Arms Dealer going down as well. Behind this, Size has still got his economy. Not rebuilding his internet center, though. Or repairing it, rather. Size is killing so much of Rage's base. Last market does eventually go down. I think that was a splash damage from the Buggy, actually. But there is an attack here now from Size. Look at this little forward base from Size. Maybe he's anticipating that the Scud is actually going to launch. This is the thing about Size. Do amazing things like this against such a hard player like Rage. You would never normally see anything like this. Such a high level game. And mines everywhere. Rage is under immense pressure now, but I'm struggling to see a way that Rage can win this now, because if that Scud goes down, just Size just literally has too much. There's TNT coming in now as well. Would like to see that one evacuated in TNT again, because I think the Scud could go down if you place all the TNTs in one spot on the edge in the corner. It does. I think they stack or something happens, and it does cause more damage than if they're spread around. You may not believe me, and you may think that's a bit weird, but I can promise you, if you unload them all in the same place and do the TNTs in the same place, some weird glitch happens, or whether it's meant to be like that or not. And it does cause more damage. I felt Size maybe could have killed that if he'd have known that. The internet center is about to take a pummeling. No repair coming in, but would it have made a difference? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Size knew that the Scud was coming in, so didn't bother repairing it. Rage on 2,600. Size on... He's just spent a load of cash, but he was on 5k. His command center is awfully low. Still got hackers dotted around. Just on like the map control side of things, I think I still prefer Size's position because his support powers are also better than GLA's as well. Like the artillery and the carpet for killing markets and stuff like that is real good. You can slowly pick them off. But Rage, yeah, he's getting pushed further and further back. He's now only on one market. Rage is holding on for a little bit longer, but he just took so much damage during that huge push from Size. Size is like an unstoppable machine with infantry. We're now approaching the 1 hour mark. Flamer does kill a hell of a lot of angry mobs. Look at all them angry mobs burning. Tangan is taking out the last market, and Rage is in immense trouble. We've got artillery coming in. We've got a carpet coming in. Angry mobs are holding on for a little bit longer. Size has got more and more hackers spread around. I can't see any way that Rage is going to win now. Angry mobs taking a beat in the palace. It's gone down. There's tank hunters in the back of Rage's base. He's only got a buggy to deal with it. So another black market getting dropped down. The nuke is about to fire as well. How is Size going to use that? You see, Size is just looking like such a solid base. It's got these outposts all scattered around. No chance of a sneak attack. The MiGs are going to come in and kill the angry mob. Somehow there is a TNC placed. Oh, his TNC must have been placed on the buggy. And then when you go inside of it, the tunnel tanks the damage, so the unit inside doesn't. The Scud is going to die, I'm afraid. The nuclear missile is about to launch. Probably Size is just saving that just to see if Rage has any units left. Rage only has 2 units left. The Scud is going down. The barracks is going down. The nuke must be launching there. Buggies are out as well. I feel pretty bad for Rage because the performance that he's put in here was absolutely epic. But Size's inf is just so strong. The MiGs are going to come in and deal the final blow. Rage was doing so well. It was just that massive push that got through and killed loads of the base of Rage. It just completely destroyed him. Maybe if maybe Rage's mistake was losing the power because he only built 1 power. Meanwhile, he was floating 5k. Maybe the Scud Storm was a mistake by him. Maybe you should have invested in more markets, more quads, more buggies instead of that. But yeah, I mean, we're approaching the 1 hour mark. Stinger going down. Size almost on 6k. There's no way Rage can win. This is all he's got. Rage has been defeated, I'm afraid, and what such an epic replay. Mines are going to come in. Just add insult to the wound. Insult to injury. And Rage has nothing but a scaffold. And Size has completely annihilated him in the later stages of these games. This game, rather. GG. And You Can't Me, aka Rage, has been defeated. What an absolutely epic game. Super good game. I always thought that tank versus stealth was one of the best matchups you can have on 0 Hour for producing the most epic games, but actually there we saw stealth versus inf also produces amazing games. I think GLA versus China, when you get like stealth, it's not super overpowered like Toxin is. So it's a really good all-rounded army, maybe GLA as well, but then against the China that has a real punch and has a real strength, so that the strength of infantry is the outposts. You can fully load them. The MiGs are also cheap, but the hackers that are stealthed, they're all the strengths of infantry. But yeah, with the strengths of stealth, it can spread around the map nice and easy. The stealth tunnels, buggies, the AP ammo quads. So yeah, really well balanced matchup. I think it's when you get like the China vanillas and the nukes, they're quite a bit weaker, I would say, than rather tank or infantry. Well, I think infantry is the strongest of the Chinese, just because of the the pure outpost firepower with the tank hunters inside. So yeah, that was probably one of the highest level games you'll ever see in 0 Hour. Well played to Rage, tried really hard, but it just wasn't enough to beat Freak Cake, which is exactly what size he is as a freak of 0 Hour. Just absolutely immense infantry performance there. Really well done. I thought right at the beginning, I thought Rage was going to lose when he lost that supply. Maybe that's one of the reasons why he did lose. If he didn't lose that supply and had a much better start, maybe he could have won it. But then he turned things around with that counter attack right at the beginning when. Or just a little bit later into the game when Size actually pushed out with his typical outpost ECM army. Rage did a counter-attack instead. Size was out of position and Size lost a load of his base. And ever since then, Size was kind of just defending. But it seems like his Achilles heel was the consistent tunnels being built, sneaky tunnels at the top of his base that he didn't spot for a hell of a long time. So yeah, GG. Well played to both players, but especially Size. Absolutely insane performance, and again, probably one of the best replays you'll ever see on 0 Hour. So yeah, well played to both players. GG. I'll see you in the next one, guys, and peace out.